Hello and welcome back to Top Notch. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications to know when we post more informative videos. It's everyone's dream to win a lottery. A lot of people who play the lottery will say that they do so because they enjoy it. The word enjoyment here just means adrenaline rush that comes with playing a game and having a chance to win it. For these people, playing the lottery is a fun way to meet new people. Today, we will look at the 12 smartest lottery winners of all time. Number 1. Jason Fry. In late 2007, Jason Fry won $13 million from the lotto. What followed was a typical behavior for lottery winners. Suddenly, he began to spend it frivolously. New Cadillac eventually became his property. A few weeks later, he and his plans took a limo to Orlando. Fry invested some of his own money into learning how to play golf at highest level. He chose to return to work after a few months of relaxation to sell batteries. He set up a shop. The next thing he did was invest in a golfing range in Fort Myers. As a political officer, he also showed his independence. Although he began as a normal millionaire, he now conducts himself as cautious and far-sighted businessman who shuns wasteful expenditures. Indeed, he admits, "I don't go out to eat too frequently." Number 2. Sue Herdman. Sue Herdman, a hairdresser, won $1.2 million in the lotto. Just a few weeks after, a fortune teller told her that she would get rich. She felt no desire to splurge with money. She changed careers and now a pig farmer. Although she is frequently covered in dirt, she is happier than ever. Sue and her boyfriend typically get up at 6:30 in the morning to care for their 7,000 swine on family farm in northeast England. Additionally, the farm average produces 1,000 newborn piglets every 3 weeks. Herdman gushes over his lottery win an interview, calling it wonderful. "But when I gave birth to my first piglet, it was like a winning lottery. This can't be a millionaire's typical lifestyle, at least not in the modern sense." Number 3. Jancy Hicks. In 2008, Chicagoan Jancy Hicks took home $1 million. His goal became a reality after this. He stayed on as McDonald's employee. It had been 26 years since he first started working there. Starting his franchise had always been a lifelong goal of his. Over the course of subsequent 4 months, he invested in numerous franchise opportunities in the food service industry. We settled on opening a Subway restaurant. He rebuilt the restaurant in 2010 and now employs 9 people. Jancy didn't blow the remainder of his money frivolously on luxury items. He avoided making any rash decisions with his windfall. Jancy also wanted to send his daughter to college. He used his prize money towards his daughter's college tuition. He bought a $30,000 Chevrolet Corvette as his lone personal purchase. Number 4 and number 5. Emma Wilton and her husband Philip. After winning £1 million in 2013, Emma Wilton and her husband Philip drew together a highly professional plan. She had no desire to be a household name because of her wealth. He served as the family's financial advisor. This was a big assistance for keeping track of their finances. The family invested £900,000 in 2 rental properties after agreeing to set aside £100,000 for frivolous spending. Emma currently acts as the business manager. This secures her self-assurance and ensures the family's monthly financial stability. Emma makes light of the fact that her husband has expressed interest in purchasing an Aston Martin. When that time comes, she says he'll have to wait. Number 6. Roy Gibney. Roy's profession was working with metal sheets. A $7.5 million lottery jackpot was won by him. He soon began acting like a typical lottery winner would after the win. He wasted his money on 6-bedroom home, 3 racehorses, and numerous other frivolous purchases. After some thought, he decided he would be better off investing his money. To better serve his customers, Roy has started his own sheet metal business. He owns 14 homes in England and a mansion in Cyprus. Since then, the value of the property has increased by 100%. Gibney also values giving back to the community. Organizing a fishing tournament for good cause is one example. In addition, he'll be dressing up as Santa Claus to visit kids in the nearby hospital. Number 7. Mark Brindwell. In 1997, Mark Brindwell won $900,000 lottery jackpot. In Stockton-on-Tees, England, he has 5-bedroom houses of his own. He was operating a chemical truck when he found he had won the jackpot. He also oversaw operations at a neighborhood bakery. He and his spouse have successfully operated a double glazing company for past 13 years, where he had put his money for the past 4 years after hitting it big. Mark added in an interview, "We used most of our money to start up our firm, but we also bought a beautiful house and cars for ourselves. Our lives have been completely changed by winning the lottery. We now have opportunities we never imagined we have." Number 8. Brad Duke. In 2005, Powerball jackpot winner Brad Duke, with any luck, he'd be able to double or triple his prize money in 3 years. As a result of paying taxes on his prize money, Duke's take-home money was significantly lower. When he and his dad finally hit the retirement age on the same day, he remarked, "I bet you never anticipated we would both retire on the same day." From that point on, though Brad made a conscious effort to improve his performance, he assembled a team of roughly 20 individuals to launch his various ventures, including an administrative assistant, accountant, and publicist, salespeople, and advisor. Brad invested much of his windfall in more conventional means. As an alternative, I oversaw the advertising and management of mountain biking races. Duke suggests that everyone who wins the lotto should figure out what they value the most in life and build a strategy around that. Number 9. Peter Levery. When former bus driver Peter Levery won £10 million in the National Lottery in 1996, he was able to retire early. One of the most frugal people I know. He increased the sum they had on hand by factor of several. Despite this, he spent almost $500,000 on flashy automobiles. Since Levery received the prize money, his net worth has multiplied by 3. He now owns 33 rental houses in various locations throughout Northern Ireland. In addition to many construction sites and a whiskey distiller, Peter employs about 70 employees all over the UK. Number 10 and number 11. James Harvey and his colleagues. In the month of January 2005, James Harvey intended to engage in self-directed learning. The cash windfall loophole was something he discovered. Cash windfalls did not have jackpot larger than $2 million, like other lottery games. If no one matched all 6 numbers, the grand prize of $2 million would be divided among those who matched 4 or 5 prizes. Prizes are sometimes multiplied by 10. Nearly all of the time, this was the case. Harvey calculated that if the scenario materialized, the value of each lottery ticket would exceed its purchase price. Harvey and his colleague roommates made wagers totaling thousands of dollars. They quickly upped the ante onto those wagers. After doing the math, the group concluded that they could make average profit of more than 15% if they spent at least $600,000 on lottery tickets. During the rolldown, investors started coming in. They won almost all of the money in a single draw in 2010. As the prize coupon was only $2, they bought $700,000 lottery tickets. Out of the 963 winning tickets, they cashed 860. Even 7 years later, the organization raked in an estimated $3.5 million. On the other hand, in 2011, the lottery capped daily sales at a certain amount for each retailer. In 2012, we call it the quits on the game. And finally, at number 12, John Ginter. Ginter has won the lottery 4 times, earning her the title of luckiest woman among her fellow citizens. Most people would agree that 4 lottery wins in a row is too much to be considered mere luck. A Texan man, then 63 years old, won more than $5 million in 1993. After waiting around for a while, she finally hit it big, winning $2 million, then $3 million, after just 2 years passed. Later that summer of 2010, she hit the jackpot and won $10 million. She took home more than $20 million. In cases with seemingly average participants, she was victorious. It's also among the most extreme than several lotto cheating tactics that have been documented in the past. Many don't trust in her good fortune and instead think the math teacher must have figured out the algorithm and lottery secrets. She may have bought a lot of tickets using a system like the students you just talked about, which increased their odds of winning the lottery. That's all for today. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and share with your friends. Thank you so much.